Yes.
I'm Dustin Chase for Texas Art and Film. I'm here with the filmmakers and two of the cast members from Eden, the new film. Now, when is this film actually coming out? I didn't have a release date.
Oh, we don't have a release date. We don't have a distributor yet.
That's why you don't have a release date.
Right? So, I'm going to start with Jamie. This is a pretty big departure for you. We've seen you in mainstream things like Sucker Punch, Sorority Row, Hangover 2. So, what was kind of the incentive to jump completely kind of in the opposite direction and do a drama compared to kind of the mainstream films you can do?
It's all about good material, and it's rare that you. It was something so special and something that immediately I clicked with. And you know, the material all there was based on a true story, and I don't know, there's something so powerful about the material that made me want to do this film.
So for you, I mean, you hadn't really done anything this gritty and serious. For you, I mean, what was the draw for you in the script? Same.
You know, I was shooting a film, Fat Kid Rules the World, which is here too. It's a lighter film,
right,
in comparison. And while I was shooting it, when I do a film, to a fault, I'm way too into what I'm doing. I wouldn't tear myself. When my agent called me because the script is so good and you gotta read the script and you gotta get it done, and I was just working, I was like, I can't take myself away from it. Finally I sat and I read the script and I really liked it. And I've been a part of a lot of films where the script will change, the story will change from that process to the end. And you know, I love the fact that this was a true story, and I loved the meaning of the script so much, and I just knew that it was going to be some rich producer was going to get some crappy indie director to do this shit, and I did not want to be a part of that, ruining this story. And Megan came, and she came on set for Fat Kid. She met me, we talked for 2 seconds, and I realized immediately that it was in the hands of an artist, in the hands of somebody that's actually going to care about honesty and truth, and every point of view as opposed to just Eden's, the facility's point of view, the people's point of view in the script to make it honest. And from that point on, I was turned on. I wanted this role. I realized this is actually going to be a great thing. So I needed to do it, and I tried to do it as best I could. This audition, I finished rapping real late one day. I got like 2 hours of sleep. I ran to the audition. I was like outside for an hour and a half just running my lines because it was just so difficult. I remember we had you had some assistant PA like make this cup of coffee. She didn't know how to make coffee, so she just filled the filter to the top with coffee and made 1 cup and gave it to me, and at the end of it I was gone. So I just knew, like, after all the chips kind of fell into place, that this was going to be a great film, and I just needed to be a part of it.
Besides the obvious message that this film has with the subject matter, is there something deeper that you hope that when people watch this that they bring from it? I mean, what do you hope that the audience takes away from seeing it?
I mean, probably. I mean, there is obviously an issue behind this film, and I'm hoping that trafficking organizations can use it as a platform to talk about that issue. But beyond that, like thematically, you know, doing whatever it takes to survive and sort of the power of the human spirit, I guess, would be things that I would hope people would kind of draw from this outside of the political side of the movie.
Was there ever a part of the movie, because I didn't feel like Eden was completely, like, you could have went in a completely different direction and made this very gritty, very disturbing, almost to the point where people would turn away. And I feel like that you had, at least from my point of view, a certain stance where you wanted to be kind of in the middle there. You give us enough to shock us, but not enough to maybe turn us off. Talk to me about that medium and how you arrived at that point where, I mean, like I said, you could have went it could have been very Lifetime-like, it could have been very vulgar. Where did you find that medium?
I mean, it was a fine line. You gotta like be aware of like depicting the realities of this world, and then also be aware of like dipping into exploitation and showing people more than they can bear to see, because it is a dark, dark world. So kind of how we managed that, I think, was just keeping a lot of the violence and sexual situations implied and off screen, which for me, it makes it a little more easy to keep your eyes on the screen, which is where I want people's eyes to be. Like I don't want people like, you know, hiding behind their hands. I want them to see what these guys are doing and the nuances and stuff like that. And but you also, like for me, it's like if something's implied, I can like my mind goes into a very disturbed place anyway, and so it's almost as impactful as just seeing it.
What kind of research did you do for this kind of part? Did you actually get to meet the people that this film was based on?
Yeah, Chung is here. Chung was, you know, she visited set. We had, the three of us had a phone conversation, and she was so open and willing to share her story. But there's also material, you know, there's J.C. Dugard's book, and it kind of dives into the psychological battle that she had and that she had with her captor. There is Very Young Girls, this documentary that Megan recommended, and it's all about how pimps prey on these vulnerable young women. And CNN documentaries. I mean, there was lots of material.
Where do you hope that this film takes you in the next step of your career? So, I mean, we've seen you in the mainstream stuff, and now you've done something very gritty and independent, which I certainly applaud you for, because not every actor, especially young actors, are willing to take that leap, to do something. I was just talking to Dave Franco, and I was asking him, what are you going to do to prove to us that you can play something different? And he said, you know, man, I really want to do it. I keep getting offered the same kind of role. So, I mean, where do you hope that this leads you next in your career?
I mean, I certainly hope it opens lots of doors, but in terms of taking this role, like that wasn't the intention at all. It was really just because I wanted to be a part of this powerful story.
Okay. Well, I really enjoyed it. I wish you guys luck, and thank you for sitting down to talk to us.
Thank you.